As a parent, what are your biggest concerns? Have you ever wondered why doesn't your child follow your instructions? Despite giving instructions, he doesn't eat healthy food, doesn't stop watching mobile or television, doesn't do his homework, doesn't stop throwing tantrums. You know you have his best interest in your mind, but he just doesn't listen. Science has solved this greatest mystery. Science can tell us how to make a rebellious child obedient. To do this, we need to understand how does the child's brain make decisions. In principle, there are only two decisions. One is of approach. When the child likes something, he would like to approach it, that is, want it or do it. The other is avoidance. When the child dislikes something, he would like to avoid it or fight with it. The decision of approach is guided by certain areas of brain which are collectively known as approach system. This system assesses immediate pleasure expectation in any activity and hence for the sake of simplicity we'll refer to it as pleasure system. The decision of avoidance is guided by certain areas of brain which are collectively known as avoidance system. This system assesses immediate discomfort expectation in any activity and hence for the sake of simplicity we'll refer to it as discomfort system. This is human brain and this is nucleus accumbens, the reward center of our brain. The pleasure system is centered on this nucleus. On the other hand, this is amygdala, the fear center of our brain. The discomfort system is centered on this. So, it becomes a tug of war between pleasure system and discomfort system. And whosoever wins will guide the decision. Be it indulgence in immediately pleasurable activities like these, or avoidance of immediately uncomfortable activities like these. Now, how to ensure compliance, or in other words, how to make our child obedient? It's simple. To stop the child from doing immediately pleasurable activities, just add punishment which is slightly more than the perceived pleasure, and the child will not do that activity. To make the child do the uncomfortable activity, just add reward which is slightly more than the perceived discomfort, and the child will do that activity. Now, this is how decision making works in animals. Wish things were this simple in humans as well. What is different then? This is comparison of human brain with other animals, and this is frontal lobe which is immensely enlarged in humans due to the process of encephalization. This is responsible for our language development, planning and execution. This is also crucial in the regulation of our emotions and decision making. So, this along with other areas are collectively known as the regulatory system. This system regulates our emotions and decision making by two mechanisms: implicit regulation and explicit regulation. Implicit regulation, as the name suggests, is without any conscious efforts. It is primitive and dominant in animals, though it is present in humans as well. It acts by blocking the discomfort system, that is, it blocks anxiety of punishment altogether. Also, the more we induce anxiety, more will be the implicit regulation. So, if the implicit regulation is high, the discomfort system will not contribute to the decision making and the pleasure system will win, leading to excessive indulgence in immediately pleasurable activities, leading to addictions. We also know that some anxiety is required to make humans social. So, A strong implicit regulation will also lead to antisociality. If we use rewards and punishment to ensure obedience, initially we may succeed. But with time, due to implicit regulation, the effort required to ensure obedience will drastically increase, and a time will come the child will not obey us. Now, some of us may be hoping, but rewards and punishments can't solve our problem of improving obedience in the child. Before we lose hope, let's understand explicit regulation. It requires conscious efforts. It is advanced and more important in humans. The important thing is it regulates both pleasure system as well as the discomfort system. Also, it is highly dependent on training and learning. It tends to give more importance to long-term pleasures and discomforts in decision making. Long-term pleasures like good health, good job, security, family, etc. And long-term discomforts like ill health, financial crisis, old age, etc. So, if the explicit regulation is high, it will lead to decrease in wrong behaviors. That is, those behaviors which are immediately pleasurable but are harmful in the long run. A strong explicit regulatory system will also lead to increase in right behaviors. That is, those behaviors which may be immediately uncomfortable but are beneficial in the long run. With the strengthening of explicit regulatory system, the effort required to ensure obedience drastically reduces with time. And a time will come your child will be capable of taking the right decisions even in your absence, which will lead to a happy family. So, which system of the brain is to be strengthened? Explicit regulatory system. And how is it to be done? Motivational enhancement parenting or me parenting. It's a parenting program scientifically designed to strengthen explicit regulatory system using parenting skills. For details, drop a WhatsApp message at this number. Also, don't forget to like the video and share it with the ones who may need this. Do post your views in the comment section below. Thank you.